This is the place where people know if they come and the house is empty, this is where they'll find me, because I just spend hours melting into it really, and hours pass when you're designing something and it's just wonderful, it fills you up. And I'm a real believer that if I'm not creating, or if people generally don't have some creative outlet, there's a bit of unbalance. So I'm Cheryl Scott, I'm known as the Mosaic Lady in Gisborne, and this is my gorgeous she shed that I've had around 8 to 10 years. Lucky enough to have a huge garden that it's nestled in, and I'm living in paradise at Wainui Beach, Gisborne. I just love collecting the china from the second-hand shops, as I say, and then seeing the colour collections and coming up with a design. And I have all my china around me that's similar colours, and I dash off to a drawer and pull it out till I end up with a mound of china, and then it comes together with what I've got at the time. A friend of ours put this hut on the property and he painted from it. And then he moved to another property that had a studio, and it was like, okay, I better sell this because this is removable. And I looked at it and thought, oh, actually, hello, that's already there. And so that happened maybe 8 years ago. And since then, I've had a place to put all the crockery, because before then I couldn't do it to this extreme. When we had out-of-town people for tea, we were chatting that I had a she shed in the garden, and they were a bit intrigued, what was that? So I brought them over here and they were really interested about, but actually there's a few ladies in the beach community that have these. And I told them all, you know, there's the potters and the fabric artists and etc, etc. And anyway, they went away really bemused by this. And the next day I walked the beach and thought, actually, we need to make a book, because there's all these ladies that have got these beautiful creative spaces on the beach. And originally we made it just as a coffee table, sort of a memory for us that are in the community making things. People were really interested in the book. We didn't really expect that there was going to be so much interest. And so then it was like a natural next step. So here's this book that people are enjoying, why don't we open it up so they can physically see it and see the things that people are actually creating in life. And it was very much around a community event for springtime, and people loved to get out, and it was that time of year, and it was just a natural progression that where we took the book onto the next level, really. So the book was 5 years ago, and this year will be our 4th year of doing the tour. There's 8 she sheds, so 8 studios where each one has other artists in the garden. Last year we had 450, 500 people through, and so the people that come through said that there was enough for one day, 8 studios. This year's the 17th of November, we know the date already, and we keep it to a Sunday so it doesn't interfere with school sports and, you know, sports things. And we have a coffee cart here, Curbside Cafe with Verity, and she does the food, and people hover around, have coffee and lunch, and yeah, it's great. So it's $5 a ticket. That money gets donated directly to the charity in cash. This year we donated to an orphanage where a Gisborne lady runs this orphanage in the Philippines. The first 2 years were Women's Refuge, Gisborne branch, the first year, and the second year Women's Refuge and SPCA. I don't think there's anyone making a living through the art, that we're all most of us are working, and this is just our hobby that we love and we want to share. And inspire people, that's one of the best things, that people come and they get so inspired.